It's crazy. Like everyone knows that. And the speakers, everything. And when you're racing at that like level and you're trying to break records or set new ones and against, athletes like Lucy, you need every percent. And yeah, so I think my plan was, I actually texted my coach at the time. I said, okay, I'm just going to try and hang on to her. And sure, then it just was, that was not the experience at all. I was up there, we were battling it out. I was very comfortable just up to that last point when my mind just, it wasn't even my body, my mind just, I didn't have that absolute fight that I usually have. And I think when I saw the time, I was like, I didn't expect to be getting those times at that point in this season. So that was still exciting, and to be up racing with Lucy, who I had never raced before, but obviously knew of her and her that she's a great athlete. So that was very reassuring at the same time.
When I hear about Hyrox in the gym and stuff, I hear when it's female Hyrox being talked about, Lucy's name is always mentioned up there. And just for people listening, because you didn't say the times, I will. Lucy won that one in an hour, 2 minutes and 57. And you say you lost it in the lunges when you still another 1 kilometer and wall balls to go, but you were only like 25 seconds behind her, which means you were probably side by side in the wall balls or pretty close to her.
Yeah,
Going, how
yeah.
was that feeling of trying to burst through the wall balls, knowing she wasn't, because you must have seen her when you're doing the laps and stuff as well. Because with Dublin, the way the lap scheme works, you must have seen her maybe turning on a couple of straights or something. I don't know, or knew she was that close, and you're on that wall ball near her, not too sure what number she's on. Probably making sure everything is right for you to get your wall balls in order as well. Like, how was that feeling near the end?
So I actually, this is why I was so annoyed with the race experience, to be honest, because I thought she was further ahead than she was. And I know we all, I think, learned this the hard way, but really there was only about max 15 wall balls in it. And I thought there was more. I actually kind of thought that it was over, and it's terrible, and I will never make that mistake again. But again, it just, I wasn't fresh, and I wasn't just, totally. Yeah, well, oh, listen, I kind of bet myself up enough about it, so I won't let it happen again. But I didn't realize there was such little in it, and yeah, and now I've actually since then, I never like I think I never ever want to go through that experience that again, that race experience. So I've been training the 100 wall balls like just hundreds, 100 at a time after sessions, so that I can actually plan out that journey from 0 to 100, so that I've been there before. When at the time there in Dublin, I hadn't been practicing wall balls of, in big chunks like that. So I wasn't confident in my ability really at the time to just blast
Go
them.
for it, yeah.
So, but you can train for that. And I have been now, and now I know, like, it's like, oh, every time you do 100 wall balls, you get to 30. Okay, we're at 30. Then oh, I know I can get to 50. And you just kind of talk yourself through it. And now I know that like the pain at 60 is kind of the same pain at 70, or yeah, at 70. That's a kind of a crucial time when you can drop the ball. So it's just confidence again, and training, working with the right people, getting the right training, and gaining confidence to execute your race. And I just wasn't, it was my first race back after 6 months, 5 or 6 months. And I just, yeah, it kind of felt like I was a new racing Hyrox for the first time again, to be honest.
In training with coaches and stuff like that, you've mentioned a few times. 'Cause I seen you were in Marseille last month doing a high rocks, and you talked about how your time wasn't as good, but you're more happy with it because you changed your training up. It's like Tiger Woods changing his backswing. You're like, oh my, you're so near the top. Why are you changing what you're doing to get there? Like before that event, for example, like I didn't even mention, the high rocks doubles win you had and Posen and all the rest, and that